When constructing a media product, it's important to take into account forms and conventions of real media products. Within our trailer, poster and website homepage, we have used, developed and challenged some of the conventions of our genre and product. We created our website homepage to replicate that of others such as The Hobbit and Life of Pi. In order to do this, we included features such as Twitter and Facebook links. The use of social networking would allow for increased online fan base as well as providing a different marketing strategy for the film. We developed this use of social networking by creating a Facebook page and a Twitter account for the organisation and Valio, which would act as real-life versions of what was seen in the film, not only allowing us to reach our target market, but also adding extra hype needed for advertising. We also used reviews from sources such as Empire magazine in our website and poster to give them realism and also an element of expert approval. We also created our own production company logo to emulate others seen in films similar to ours, pasting the words .com Productions over itself until it creates a background and typing the words .com Productions over it in white gives it a technological tone linking with the theme of the film. This congruence between production logo and film can be seen in trailers such as iRobot and Skyfall. We also aim for unity and congruence between all parts of our promotional package, as it can be seen in most film packages.
The time is now.
We use the same blue colour scheme as seen in iRobot, threatening photo of Valio leader, and the same cold, thin font. This style of font is also a convention of dystopian genre. We therefore used a fast-paced title screen displaying the name of our film with this font to add adrenaline. To contrast this, we then used a white typewriter font to tell a basic plotline. This typewriter effect links to the traditional media, therefore subtly highlighting the difference between the freedom of Web 2.0 and traditional media. One convention of both the dystopian and thriller genres is the use of blue wash in post-production. We manipulated the RGB balance and saturation and contrast levels to create this blue wash and therefore emulate the style of films such as iRobot and The Matrix. This gave the cold, distant effect associated with technology and artificiality. We use this effect on all of our footage apart from stock footage. Another theme of the dystopian genre is the idea that the plot discusses society, seen in films such as 1984, THX 1138 and A Clockwork Orange. Our film discusses the power of the internet on society and the danger of manipulation it can pose. For example, we use screenshots from YouTube of video being uploaded, creating a parallel between the world of the film and the world of the viewer, making it more realistic. Another convention of the dystopian genre is the idea that the oppressors are usually faceless. In our trailer, however, we show the spokesman for the organisation Valio. It is not explicit in the trailer how powerful this man is within the organisation, or indeed if he is the only member of the organisation. However, by humanising the opposing force through the use of many close-up shots, we have challenged this convention in order to comment on the way that the internet provides a platform for anyone's voice to be heard, for good or bad. This method of a close-up shot of the oppressor's face to create a threatening tone can also be seen in the film 1984, where a close-up shot of the oppressor's face is broadcasted across large screens. We have developed the idea behind many dystopian films that the subject is feared by society. The internet in itself is not feared by society in the modern day. However, concerns are beginning to be raised about its capacity to spread content that can be potentially damaging to society, and it is the idea that our film trailer discusses. A convention that we chose to adhere to particularly is the theme of manipulation in dystopian films. This can be seen across a broad spectrum of dystopian films such as THX 1138 and 1984. We show how the protagonist Charlie is being manipulated by the YouTube clip, particularly in several overlaid shots. The first of these is a close-up shot of Charlie's face as she whispers the words, "The time is now." Over this shot, more footage of an extreme close-up of Charlie's mouth as she whispers the same words is seen. Over the top of this, extra sound of the words being whispered can be heard, overall creating a claustrophobic effect and showing the way that Charlie has been trapped by the Valio organisation. This also links to the conventions of a thriller film. As our film trailer is based on both the dystopian and thriller genres, we have incorporated many features of a typical thriller film into our trailer also. A convention of thriller films that we used was the use of driving rhythm in a sound to build tension and adrenaline. We achieved this through the use of dramatic sound effects over key moments in the trailer, for example over the clicking of particular icons to the YouTube upload site. By matching the sound effects to the on-screen action, the process of uploading the clip adds extra dramatic gravity to it, building tension. We also used a heartbeat and fast-paced music with a strong beat to create a driving rhythm. In order to confuse and disorientate viewers, thriller films often incorporate blurred imagery in their production. Therefore, we decided to experiment with different lenses when filming, finally creating a blurred effect on one shot of the protagonist typing on a computer keyboard. This continuing theme of technology also parallels with the idea of disorientation and confusion, suggesting manipulation or control. A particularly frequent technique used thriller films is the underlighting of the face. We developed this idea to ensure that the light itself was placed under the Valio leader's face in such a way as to make him look particularly threatening through the shadows cast by his glasses. The manipulation of perspectives is also a feature of thriller films. This can be seen in our trailer throughout the footage of the Valio video, the screenshot of the video playing on the YouTube website and the high-angle shot of Charlie watching the video. This manipulation of perspective in our trailer is used to show the direct result of the YouTube video and introduce the idea that Valio is a viral internet campaign. It is common in dystopian and thriller film trailers for the incorporation of opposition or conflict. Levi Strauss suggested that this binary opposition was central to a narrative, and so we decided to include it in our trailer. Opposition in our trailer is primarily between Megan and Charlie, and is used both to display the subplot of the two girls' relationship, but also the effect of the manipulation on Charlie. The aggression between the two protagonists is shown through a long shot of an argument. This shot allows for the characters' full bodies to be seen and therefore their desperate actions and aggressive body language. It is also common in film trailers for the viewer to be confronted with a series of puzzles to be solved within the film itself. Theorist Roland Barthes suggests the Enigma Code, that puzzles are set up within the narrative to create mystery and suspense. This is true of our trailer, as many questions are raised throughout it. For example, how Valio is brainwashing the public, the outcomes for the protagonists Charlie and Megan, and the relationship between Charlie and Megan. Our trailer sets up these puzzles in different ways. For example, Valio's methods are questioned by Megan in her dialogue when she cites the video as responsible for the riots.
I've started acting weird.
The question of Charlie and Megan's relationship is hinted at by a close-up shot of the girls holding hands, which carries subtle undertones of their relationship involving more than friendship. Both the thriller and dystopian films often include a strong male lead as a protagonist. We have subverted this convention and also challenged the theorist Laura Mulvey's ideas that females are constructed for male enjoyment, the male gaze. Megan is shown as a masculine character through her costume, jeans and a hoodie, and action shots that show her running with masculine body language and dialogue. Overall, our media product closely follows the convention of real trailers, posters and website homepages through the replication of common themes and the application of relevant theories.